Okay, advanced low brass, trombone, tuba, get some baritones in there eventually. All right, we are in part 3, line 25, 3.25. Make sure you warm up. Now, there's nothing terribly new about this. This is a type of composition, theme and variations. You can read about it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it because it's not going to sink in unless you play a lot of this stuff anyway. We get back in class soon, hopefully next month. We will talk more about it then. But basically, you've got a little tune here in the first 4 bars that they're going to mess around with rhythmically, and that's called a variation. When you change things up a little bit, but it's still basically the same song. You have a theme, variations you mess around with there. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this. This is not a big one here. Let me give you the fingerings for this. I'll help the tuba out here. So B flat, F, F, G, G, F, E flat, D, D, C, C, B flat. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, right? So moving on in the 5th measure now, they're going to start changing it around. B, C, D, E, F, F, G, F, E flat, F, E flat, D, C, D, C, B, C, B, A, B flat, F, F, G, F, E, F, E flat, C, D, E, D, C, B, C, G, G, F, B flat. Okay, that second variation is no joke. Notice the time signature changed in that. You don't have to keep the same time signature for an entire song. Yeah. So we start in 4/4, and then when we change in the middle, all of a sudden we're going to 3. 3 beats in a bar. So you got the dotted half notes, you got that kind of stuff. Our dynamics, we start off, the theme is mezzo forte, the first variation is forte, and then the second variation is mezzo piano. All right, let's give it a shot. 1, 2, and ready, and go. I wouldn't bet money on some of those notes in there, but it was pretty close. All right. One thing we didn't talk about was the key signature. Fortunately, it wasn't a natural second position, B flat, E flat. All right. Moving on now, which is to our real new thing for today, which is change of dynamics. Crescendo, decrescendo. You don't have to just suddenly jump from one dynamic to the next. We have these 2 little tools here called a crescendo, get bigger, and a decrescendo, we're going to get smaller, okay? You do exactly what it looks like, okay? The lines get farther apart, get bigger, it's a crescendo. They get smaller together, closer together. That's a decrescendo. Practice saying those words for me, please. Crescendo, decrescendo, so you know what you're talking about. All right, so 1 is to get louder, 1 is to get softer. Let's go through the notes first. Trombones, I'll do yours this time. Ready, and go. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, D, C, D, D, E flat, F, G, E flat, D, E flat, F, F, G, G, F, D, C, D, D, C, F, B flat. Last 2 measures again, please. C, D, D, E flat, F, B flat. All right, so I messed that up. Also, I got totally off the tune there, but we got the notes right. All right, so I'm going to play this. I'm going to try to do the crescendos and the decrescendos. And when you pass it off for me, which you will, make sure you do the crescendos. Ready? Key of B flat, 2 flats, B flat, E flat. Got to check it. Ready? 1 and 2 and ready and go. And that was just awful. All right, I know you can do better than that. I got so goofing my air around that it just didn't. The notes weren't sounding right. I'm not sure I quite changed to a different, what we call partial, but I definitely didn't have the tune in my head and goof that up quite a bit. So I'll leave that to you to go over enough till it sounds right. Let's move on to 3/7, please. 3/7. All right. Key of B flat, 3/4 time. Nothing interesting, nothing new here. Starting on the low G. 2 and ready and go. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. Don't trust my singing. I assure you those are not quite right. So here we go. Playing. Now we got a crescendo from piano all the way to forte in just 2 beats. Let's see what happens. 3 beats. 2, ready, and go. 2 and 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Kind of a dodgy sound there, but we're going to move on. All right, 3/28. 3/28. Let me show you the fingerings on this one, please. Now I'm going to do trombone. Trombone on this one. Ready? Key of B flat, 2, and ready, and go. B, B flat, B, B, F, C, D, C, B, A, C, D, C, B, C, F, B, F, F, B. All flats, of course, because I didn't say it. All right, let's try this. 2. Let's start off forte with accents. 2 and ready and go. Not bad. Better. Okay. So one more today, and that's 3.29, 3/4 time, key of B flat. All right. Starts off mezzo forte, then mezzo piano, then mezzo forte, then crescendos in the last 2 bars to the forte. Here we go. Low brass, 2 and ready and go. B flat, F, B flat, F, B flat, B, C, D, B flat, F, B flat, B, C, B, C, C, D, C, D, E flat, D, C, D, E, F, F, G, F, E flat, D, C, D, E flat, F, E, D, C, B, C, B, B, E, E, C, D, D, E, C, B flat, B flat. All right, here we go. 2, ready, and go. The more complex these are becoming, the less I'm able to hear it in my head. That's why it's so bad. All right, it's not a matter of slide positions, though I do get a little goofed up on that. The reason this sounds bad is because I am not practicing this. Right? I got all kinds of stuff to do, and I don't practice trombone. So if you spend some time with that, like say 9, that was not good at all, and hear the notes. D, E flat, F. Now it becomes much easier to play. D, E, F, F, G, F, E, D. If you have any idea of what's coming next, it's going to be better. All right? And me just slamming through that like I just did before that was a perfect example of why that's no good. So you got to go through it a few times. Slow, just hear the notes, just play those random notes like I did. D, E flat, F, and then you're ready to play the song. Okay? So let's get some pass-offs done, and I will see y'all tomorrow.